So the last time that you were here at KCRW, at least officially, was March 21st, 2014.
Wow.
I looked. You had just dropped Bengo, the album. And so you are back. You are fresh off the release of Vida, your latest record. And so I'm just wondering how it feels to be just like back out on the road with this new body of work. Does it feel the same? Is it just as exciting? Is it different?
I mean, like every album is different. Like is a different moment of your life, and so it's a different mood. When I made Vengo, I was pregnant and I had my daughter, and now it's crazy because almost 10 years happened between one album and another, and for me it has been super short. Everybody says it's a long time. I say for me it has been super quick. Like I feel the time in a very different way right now. Perhaps it's the age also, which I love it. And yes, it's very different. The mood is different, and yes, this album appeared after a complicated situation because a lot of people that I love passed away. So I was needing to make an homage, and in my own way to my people, and like almost dancing and crying. It was that mood really.
I definitely feel like you achieve like opposites on this album. It's about death, it's about life, freedom and oppression, beginnings and ends. So that was intentional when you were going about creating the album?
Yes, because at the end, like all the concept that you just say, like for me, it's what I talk in my day by day with my community or with my people. It's not something that I don't talk. I always try to write about the question that I got in my life, and is about that: life, death, inequality, injustice, or justice, or good news, or whatever.
And speaking about writing, first of all, you are a certified lyricist. You've always been a certified lyricist. I feel like you take your writing craft very seriously. And in terms of like your lyrics, you seem to be someone who's never shied away from difficult topics, political topics. Where does that courage come from?
It's got to come, I guess, from my education, and because I come from a family and the friend of my family that for me are my extended family. We always had like those amazing conversation at home, and I've got the blessing to have amazing friends that also are very curious, and I think all is about with who you are is the conversation that you get, and that make the beauty of friends and pensamiento crítico. You know, I don't know if you say
like critical thoughts.
Exactly, critical thoughts.
Yeah.
Eso.
Interesting. And so, just to step back for a little bit, the bulk of the album, was it written in Barcelona, your new city?
Yes.
Was this new location like influential in the writing process at all, or not necessarily?
Yes and no, I guess. Yes and no, because I travel a lot for my work, and so perhaps yes, there is some stuff that is normal because every time that you move to a place, that place become your house and become you to be your land in some sense. So of course I've got to have some ¿cómo se dice? Influences about Barcelona and about these people and new friends that I had also in Catalonia. So yes, for sure, yes. Now that I'm thinking I never thought about that, but yes, that makes sense.
Awesome. And then I know you're influenced by, your environment, the people who you are around. Just want to talk a little bit about the collaborators that you have on the project. Ile, a Puerto Rican singer, Omar, you have Plug One. I imagine that there are just a laundry list of artists who want to collaborate with you. But I wonder from your vantage point, like what does it take for you to choose to collaborate with an artist?
I think a collaboration is a beautiful dialogue with another artist. And I think what she said right now with this industry or the music industry is that some people make collaboration to be strategical, almost like mathematical, or it fit well a statistic, of like Wall Street of the music. And I think it's the total opposite. Some song needs the voice of someone. So at the end, like I think the song decide the artist that you choose. I think it's the total opposite.
You're brilliant. A major theme of the album is this idea of joy as resistance. I'm just wondering, what makes you joyful? What makes Ana Tijoux laugh?
Stupidities. I look a lot of stupidities. I've got to be super honest. All those cats in Instagram that make me laugh. I know it's not very brilliant, but that make me laugh. And I need that energy. I think we live in this moment of humanity where there is so many dark stuff happening right now. And I need to equilibrate to continue to be standing up also. And I love that sentence that say like, if the revolution is not dancing, it's not my revolution. I need that energy also. Even I think my body and our body as a society need that energy to continue to fight, because at the end, the struggle and even like the equality and justice, social justice, is an act of love. So I need that also in my day by day.
It's absolutely an act of radical love. And so then, we talk about like this idea of the artist in terms of creating systems that are more just and equitable. And so I'm sure you've been asked this 1,000 times, but can you speak a little bit to what you believe the role of the artist is in creating these new systems?
I guess I think artist is someone that is a very beautiful work. It's not even worse and better, just a work as any work, but that work with emotion. So I will say that an artist for me that is not sensitive to what happened around that person is a problem. We can be in silence in front of what is happening, and that is the importance of this work. So if not, we are publicists. And I think that's that's the problem is that we can become like iconic. I think I don't like that. I prefer much more like sensitivity and honesty, even if it is not perfect. At the end, I think that is the beauty of the artist, the imperfection of the emotion. And emotion are not equal; they are very different. There is not a line. It's a movement, a constant movement. So we work with those movements of emotion and trying to recycle, and we are acompañantes, we say in Spanish, acompañante fan. We go in the hand of the history also.
I want to talk a little bit about your memoir, Sacar la Voz. Uh-huh. That is just an incredible feat. And first of all, was there a moment that you had that you were like, wait, I need to get my life story up until now on paper?
I mean, it's not so much about my story. It's not a biography, basically. It's very moments that touch me, situation that changed my life, people that changed my point of view about something. I don't want it to talk about, yes, one day I woke up and I begin to rap and blah, blah, blah. So it's not at all about that. It's much more about situation when I was a kid, and I remember a moment that really changed my life, and in every sense, not like between my childhood, my family, with my kids, with my work with my music, touring, other musician, people that is not musician. It's just like fragment of moments that I wanted to write. And for me, it was very therapeutico. So that's the reason why I'm beginning to make it.
Was the feeling different when you finished the memoir than, say, when you finish an album?
Yes, I cry so much, because I was feeling very guilty, to be honest, because I didn't put an album for a long time. So I was feeling self-pressure and a natural pressure about people that sometimes say, when you put an album, and I know that people doesn't want to stress you, just like expectation, So I remember when I write that, and I thought that I didn't do anything, and then I saw that book and I say, wow, I write it. So I had to learn to also congratulate myself. That sometimes is a very hard exercise, and we are very hard with ourselves, and not in the ego way. Just like, okay, you did it good, Anna. You didn't make an album. You made a book. So what? It's about to be. I think it's about freedom and be happy at the end, I guess, in some way.
I could talk to you for hours. I know we have to keep time, but okay, the last time you were here was 2014. It's been 10 years. Uh-huh. Where do you see yourself in 2034? Like, what's Ana doing March 2034 in 10 more years?
I will be here, more older, and I hope more wiser, I hope also to embrace a woman that will be older. That also in this society to be older is something that is almost like no, we got to forever young. So I guess that I hope to be wiser. I only hope that.
Well, before that happens, you're going to get into a small performance for us. I cannot wait to hear what you guys have in store for us. You guys, once again, please give it up for the very brilliant Ana Tijoux.
Gracias.